Determine that you are going to be able to look back on today as the day that you started new. You started over, you started fresh. This was the beginning of the rest of your life. I am speaking to probably no one, but I'm speaking to anybody who has dealt with things that just seem to follow them, things that follow them from their past. And I'm never going to get over it. I'm always stuck in this loop. What am I going to do? I might as well just keep doing what I'm doing. Where does that get you? But you just feel worse and you feel worse. And one day you look yourself in the mirror and you're like, what am I? Who am I? What am I doing? Why did it go this long? I'm stuck. Your past is your past, and yes, it got you here, but it doesn't mean that you stay. It doesn't determine where you're going to go. You are going to choose where you're going to go. You cannot change where you came from. You can't. You can't change the past. I know a lot of people out there wish they could. I know exactly what that feels like, but you cannot. But what you can do is you can determine to live every day a little bit better. I'm not going to be who I was. Get angry at that person. Get angry at who you were and don't be that person anymore. Nobody just all of a sudden ran a 4-minute mile. Little incremental changes. You may not be 100% different the next day, but you can take a step in the right direction and you start with one. I know it seems overwhelming at first, but you just start with anything that you can, any change you can make, anything positive, any positive change, you start there and you build on that. And it may seem insurmountable at first, and it may take some time, but you have to keep going. You cannot fall back into who you were. You cannot make a positive step, make another one, build on it, build on it, build on it, build on it, and do not stop. And if you make a mistake, if you slip up, you don't use that as an excuse to keep doing it. You don't say, "Oh, I blew it and I'll never change." And no, you keep trying. You just never stop. And I know it can be easy to get burdened and bogged down with the things that are going wrong and say, "Oh, nothing goes right for me." Nothing. Who would listen to me? I wouldn't listen to me. Don't listen to me. You just keep going. I've got 3 subscribers and I've been all over the place, and maybe I can get to 4. But I know, and I've told myself and I've told my wife, I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. And then I get discouraged and I'm like, oh, no. Keep going. Keep trying. Keep pushing. Nothing happens right away. I'll make it to that 4th subscriber before you know it. You've got to believe that you're going to look back on this day as the day that you started something new, something great. And maybe you don't have a lot of examples to show you exactly how to do it, or to stick with something, or to be the person that you really should be. Maybe you don't have a lot of that input. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you come from nothing. Wherever you've come from, determine that you are going to be able to look back on today as the day that you started new. You started over, you started fresh. This was the beginning of the rest of your life. Every day is a chance to start over. And we choose that. You choose that. You choose how to respond to the things that are coming at you. You choose how you respond to it. And every day is a new day. Yesterday's gone. You can't change the past. You can worry about today. And don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about today. Make today happen. Do it. Just do it. Every day is a new day. A new chance. If say you blew it yesterday, you something happened yesterday, man, I shouldn't have done it, shouldn't have been that way. I get another chance today to do it right. And if I make a mistake, I remember, I learn, wow, that's me. I did that, but today I'm not a guy anymore. I starting over, hitting today, and that's what matters. Let's say if you've got have a hard time, if your diet is crazy and you're trying real hard, but you make a mistake. You go to Taco Bell and you're like, oh, Taco Bell. That doesn't mean that you go to Burger King and then you go to McDonald's and then you go everywhere, or you keep hitting that Taco Bell 3 times. Boom, I did it. It stopped. It's in the past. Boom. Done. Can I say boom? Probably not. It's in the past. I'm going forward. I'm going to keep trying. It doesn't mean because I blew it once that it's done. It just means, that's just what it means. It's all it means. It doesn't mean that you've got to be stuck in a loop of fatness. But you have to get angry at the person that you were. You have to be like, no, I detest who I was, and I'm not going to be that anymore. You have to. You've got to be cruel to your old self. You've got to hate what you were if you don't want to be that anymore. There's got to be a reason that drives you. And you can't just, I want to change. No, you've got to hate being that person and determine that you're not going to be that person anymore. So, if you don't like being who you are, if you don't like where you're at, you've got to stop being cool with staying right there. Or else that's where you're going to stay until you die. So there you have it. Maybe I get my 4th subscriber. 4. Let's see if it happens. It will happen. I will make it to 4. I will. And that's it for now. Bye.